Hey guys, it's Ashley here, and yesterday I went to my Mac store to do a back to Mac. And as I was checking out, I realized that maybe some of my viewers aren't fully aware of what back to Mac entails or aren't even aware of the program in general. So I thought that I would give you a little short informative video, kind of what I've learned about back to Mac in the past 6 years of wearing Mac makeup. My God, that's embarrassing. I learned a lot of tips and tricks along the way that I thought I could pass along to you, and maybe it will inspire you to recycle and save your old Mac products. So first things first, I just want to give you kind of a short run through of what back to Mac is. So basically, if you bring in 6 empty products to a Mac counter or a Mac store, then you can get something back. And I like to think of it as you buy 6 products and you get the 7th free. So when you bring 6 products into either a Mac counter or a Mac store, they're 2 different things. So you have to think of them separately because they give you different things. If you bring in your 6 empties or used products to a counter, then you get a normal lipstick. So you can choose any of their lipsticks as long as it's in the silver and black packaging and not limited edition. But if you take your 6 products to a freestanding Mac store, just like a normal only Mac store, you can get a lip gloss, a lipstick, or an eyeshadow. I would definitely go to a Mac store because you just have so many more options. Yesterday I actually ended up getting a lipstick. I got Twig, which is the color I'm wearing right now. And I got this because it's something that I wouldn't normally buy, but I didn't feel as guilty buying something that I wouldn't wear as often because I got it for free. So back to Mac is a really great way to get something that you really like but aren't sure that you're going to use that often, like this lipstick. So personally, I have a drawer in my vanity that is only back to Mac products or products that I'm really close to finishing, and I really like this program because it kind of gives me an initiative to finish up my products and to be less wasteful. For example, I have a MAC Bernard skin finish that I'm almost done with. I'm so close. And it's the only powder I've been using lately because I really want to finish it up so I can give it back to MAC. Something to remember is that you can't just return the pan. If you buy a depotted eyeshadow just without the black plastic, you can't return that because there's no way of proving that it actually came from MAC or if you just bought it online somewhere. So that's something that's kind of a bummer, but the way that this works is that they want all the parts with the plastic back so they can remelt them and formulate them into more containers, so that's why you can't return just a pan. Your products must have a sticker at the bottom, even if it's rubbed off like this Myth lipstick. I think it's just to prove that it is in fact a real MAC product. Also, something that's kind of a bummer is that you can't get a Viva Glam product in return for your 6 empties. This is because all of the proceeds from Viva Glam go to AIDS research and helping people with AIDS, and that's kind of a really cool project that they have going on, so like maybe we should just all buy those products anyway and not try to get them for free. Just my personal opinion, but it makes sense to me that you can't get a Viva Glam product back. If you are in fact like friends with your MAC people and they're in a really good mood, you might be able to get a limited edition lipstick. Just be really nice and cross your fingers because it's not guaranteed. As far as I know, this only works in America. I've heard from Turkey and from the UK so far that it didn't work for them, so just remember that it only works in America. You also cannot recycle the wooden pencils. So anything that has the plastic that you twist up, that's okay. But the pencils that are mostly wooden that you sharpen, those don't work because obviously you're gonna sharpen it until it gets to probably about this, and they don't have anything to recycle of that part. Also cannot recycle holiday products unless you have the full set. So for example, I have these 2 mini lip glosses from a holiday set probably about 2 years ago, and I think it came in a pack of 6. If I finish one of these lip glosses, this does not count as one because it's not a full product and they just need the full set in order to return it. But if I were to gather all 6 of these, that counts as one because it's one full set. As far as the things that you can in fact use as your 6 empties, anything with plastic on it. So for example, although the majority of this is glass, you can still return this foundation because it has a plastic lid. Things that I have learned you can in fact return that you might forget about, any type of strobe cream that you can return, brush cleanser bottles, those can be returned, eye makeup wipes. So you know when you buy eye makeup remover wipes from MAC, you can return the plastic case, you can return that. So I learned yesterday this little tip that you might not know. you can return your MAC eyelash cases. So I have 6 eyelash cases here, and I'm thinking about putting all of my eyelashes just in one because they're all the same, and I really don't care if they get a little bit mismatched, because that's a lipstick right there. That's an eyeshadow, just for the plastic case. So that's something that's really cool that I didn't know about that maybe you would like to know about. That's cool is that you can in fact do back to MAC online. They kind of have a drop down menu of what you have. They send you postage and you send it right back to them. In return you get your lipstick. I think you can only get lipstick online, which is kind of a bummer, but it's still really cool that they can in fact do it online. So that sums up basically everything I know about the Back to MAC program. I really hope this was helpful if you weren't sure of what Back to MAC is all about or had any questions that maybe I could have answered for you. If you have any further questions, you can leave them down there and I can answer them, or I can go ask one of the MAC helpers to answer them and maybe help you out a little bit. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, request, put down there if you have any questions, because I love answering questions, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!